Welcome to the Blue Corner. My name is Dennis, and it's time for my April 2022 collection update video. Yes, we're gonna continue with the Hong Kong action updates. I got a bunch of Eureka titles, I got a bunch of Cine Asia titles, few Criterions, and a bunch from Hong Kong. Why did I start picking up these titles again? I thought I was good, but nope. So, let's just get into it. I got one single DVD in this update, because it doesn't have a Blu-ray, and I was curious if it was as bad as I remember, and I still don't know. Haven't seen it yet. But I picked up The Avenging Fist, Sammo Hung, Yun Bu, and a bunch of other actors I don't remember offhand, but that's not too important right now. I remember the CGI not being too great in this one, but I guess time will tell. I've had so many movies the last few months that I've tried to get up to date with watching, but I haven't been able to watch them all. And I need to get these videos recorded so I can get the movies into my collection and try to get it cleaned up a little bit. So first up, Avenging Fist. Let's start off with a few German titles. First up, I picked up Snake Eater 1, Lorenzo Lamas. I was surprised to see that these movies had gotten a Blu-ray, but then again, it's from Germany. Nothing really surprises me anymore when it comes to them. They'll release anything on Blu-ray if they can. Now, I grew up watching these movies way back when, so I was curious to see, in this case too, again, if they were worth watching again. And not great movies, not great quality, still better than DVDs, but I still kind of enjoy them, and I kind of like the artwork on this series here. Same case, Snake Eater 2. I highly doubt anybody else is ever gonna release them. And Snake Eater 3. Fun little franchise. From America, more Jackie Chan, Police Story Lockdown from Vulgar USA. Nowhere near as good as the original Police Story movies, but I'm trying to beef up the Jackie Chan collection, so that's another one. Shockwave, Andy Lau. Quite enjoyed this one, actually. This was a first time watch, and it's a fun little action. I guess you can call it a Chinese blockbuster movie. Where there's terrorists that occupied a tunnel, plant a bomb at each end, and have a bunch of hostages inside. Where Andy Lau is a bomb disposal guy. From the cover here, having to go in and try and defuse the bomb situation. But fun little action blockbuster. Then from MVD Rewind number 11, picked up Angel Town, Oliver Gruner. Again, another movie I've grown up watching and haven't seen forever, almost. I don't remember much from it. I remember Mark Dacascos has a small role in it, so yeah, again, I've tried to go for the movies I've never seen before to catch up over the movies I have seen before, and yet again, there's still movies I haven't seen yet. More MVD, and I don't collect MVD, but I keep buying random titles now and again. Number 15, Showdown, Billy Blanks. More Billy Blanks for the collection, so I decided to pick this one. I doubt Vulgar USA, Vinegar Syndrome is gonna put a VSA out of this one, since MVD has it out. Then I picked up more Jackie Chan. Rush Hour, the trilogy. It didn't have any of these movies. Again, I've said it before, I've never been the biggest fan of Jackie Chan's US movies. But it's hard not to like the Rush Hour movies, I guess. So, plus we don't have all 3 on Blu-ray here in Denmark. We have 1, and I do believe 3. We still don't have the second one. So I went with this combo pack. I doubt that... Well, there has been rumors plenty of times, but I still doubt that we're gonna get a 4th one. Then off to Hong Kong for a bit. The Saint of Gamblers, a spin-off to God of Gamblers. Bought this one because Donnie Yen's in it. There's a clip on YouTube with him fighting alongside a little kid that had, well, it's a fun little clip, it's a fun fight. So I wanted this movie because Donnie Yen's in it. I just didn't realize that that fight scene was almost, that was 90% of what he's in the movie. 10 minutes total, I guess, no more than that pretty much. So, and the movie is weird. Not one I would recommend unless you really want it because of Donnie Yen. So, yeah. Kung Fu Cult Master, Jet Li. More Jet Li for the collection. I have seen this one before. I do remember having the DVD, but again, I don't remember the movie all that much. It is a weird fantasy kung fu movie, that much I do remember. And you see these slip covers here and orange cases. Quite a unique way of doing it. I don't know what you'll say about that, but next I picked up The Dragon from Russia. Again, another movie I have seen before. I didn't want to pick up the Hong Kong Legends DVD because I knew this Blu-ray was out. It is out of print, but thankfully enough I was lucky enough to find it on eBay for a good price. So, and I have watched this again. I was curious about this and I still enjoy it. It's the, if you know the movie Crying Freeman with Mark Dacascos, this is the same story, just not as good, but it does have more fighting in this one. So I guess take the one you think sounds the most fun to you, I guess. Where's Officer Tuba? Yeah, Sammo Hung. Never seen this before I got it, so put it on the same night I got it, and I must say this was a letdown. Sammo Hung barely fights in this one. Actually, he's kind of a wimp in it, so yeah, but it's in the Sammo Hung collection now. Then I picked up a box set. Mr. Vampire, complete box set, all 5 Mr. Vampire movies. Now Eureka has put out Mr. Vampire, the first one, and I do have that one, and I'm keeping that one. The quality of that Blu-ray is way better than the quality in this box set. But Mr. Vampire 2, 3, 4, 5 were more expensive on their own than this box set was, so it didn't make much sense trying to go for the single editions, and they're old enough that I don't expect seeing another sequel being released eventually. So yeah, I picked up the box set. I do find the artwork on some of these Hong Kong releases kind of funny. I do believe I've never seen 3 and 5, so I still need to get around to those. And the 5th one is actually cost called Vampire versus Vampire. So we'll see if they're any good. And much like that one, same case with the 4 collections. Vulgar USA in America put out the 4-1 on Blu-ray and never cared to continue, I guess. So I wanted 2 and 3, and yet again this box set was cheaper than 2 and 3 alone. Heck, the 4-3 was or is apparently out of print on its own. I don't know. I do believe it was 3. And the one I did find on eBay of that one was quite expensive. So again, I went with the box set, even though now I did have the 4 from Eureka. No. Vulgar USA. I sold that one. So this is it. The 4-1. Already had that one. Wanted the 4-2 and the 4-3. The 4-3. It's not 43. So let's continue. Let's do a Cine Asia update. First, finally, I was able to find Killzone from Cine Asia cheap, or somewhat cheap. I did have the Dragon Dynasty US Blu-ray of this, but I was not too keen on the quality of this, and since I do collect Cine Asia titles, I had this one high on my wish list, so luckily I could find it, and it's a great movie. One of my favorite Donnie Yen movies. Sadly, that cannot be said about this one, I think. Robo-Geisha, Cine Asia Extreme. I've seen the trailer for this. Looks absolutely terrible. And it was only a couple of pounds on Amazon used. So, again, had to get it for the Cine Asia collection. Which is almost complete, believe it or not. Final Master. I have seen this one before, and I don't remember caring all that much for it actually. But again, Cine Asia, I found it cheap used on Amazon, and now I have it. Youth, Cine Asia. No, it's not really a war movie, even though you would be excused if you think that from the cover. I'm not really sure how to explain the plot of this, even if there is a plot. I zoned out so many times during this movie. I've seen plenty of Americans say that when it's a Hong Kong or Chinese movie in general, that it's nothing but Chinese propaganda, and normally I don't agree. China's no better or worse at doing propaganda than America is. So yeah, but this one, this is a bunch of kids, young adults, learning to cheer for soldiers going off to war. Something along those lines. It wouldn't have stayed in the collection if it wasn't for Cine Asia. Vanguard, Cine Asia. The last Cine Asia title so far that they put in a regular MRA case. Jackie Chan. It's not. I've seen worse from Jackie Chan, but it's not his finest hour either. Jackie Chan's getting old. He can't do what he used to do. But yeah, this one is it's okay. Nothing special. The 800. See, this is the first in a full case. I don't remember the title of these cases. this is a effing great movie. Yeah, I'm trying to. I'm trying not to swear. But yeah, this is a great war movie, and it's a small amount of soldiers trying to defend this outpost, and they're fighting so hard that the enemy thinks there are 800 soldiers, while there's not, and it's great war movie. If you want to see Hong Kong war movies, this is way up there on my favorite list now of war movies. So. Swordsman. I was quite curious about this when it first came out, but I never got around to picking it up before now. And another one, I really enjoyed this one. It's not really a martial arts movie. Yes, they fight, but it is like it's a sword. Well, swordsman. It is more sword fighting, but even the story in this one was really good. His daughter gets adopted against her will, I guess. So he has to go and save her while or going blind. It's just a really good story. Shockwave 2, Hong Kong Destruction. Again, Andy Lau playing a different role, and I won't explain why. I guess you can kind of figure it out on your own. Not as good as the first one. This one does take place at an airport that hostage or enemies are trying to blow up. It's still a fun little blockbuster action movie, I guess you can call it. But the first one is the way to go. 2 Criterion titles. First up, Dragon Inn, one of my favorite old school kung fu movies, and there's not a lot of those really. Again, I've said it before, I'm not the biggest fan of really old 50s, 60s and 70s kung fu movies. Have never really been my deal, and here I am picking them up. But granted, I have enjoyed more of them, more than I expected, so I guess that's that. But yeah, Dragon Inn, I have seen this one before, quite enjoyed it. I have seen the Criterion, and it looks good. It's a good transfer, even though that clearly it's an old movie. A Touch of Zen, also a King Hu movie like Dragon Inn. This was a first time watch, and it's a good movie. Yes, I'll say it's a good movie, but it's too long. It's almost 3 hours, and there's plenty of times where I'm like, okay, get going. This is dragging along. But yeah, it's in the collection. I'm trying to build up my King Hu collection, which is also why from Eureka I picked up Raining in the Mountain. Sadly, these titles I have here right now, I haven't gotten around to yet. Like I've said, I just have so many titles I need to watch that I've never seen before, and I want to get these videos recorded so I can get the releases into the collection and tidy up a bit. So hopefully I've seen it by the time you actually watch this video. So I have no idea what this is about, and Eureka did have both Dragon Inn and Touch of Zen too, but I like the Criterion editions just a tad bit more, or the artwork on them. So I went with those, and Eureka with the ones Criterion hadn't done before. So yeah. And that's also the case with Legend of the Mountain. Haven't seen this one either. Also King Hu Masters of Cinema series. Can't be that bad, really, can it? I guess time will tell. PTU, Johnny Toe. Have seen this one before, and I did watch it again when I got this one. Great movie. It's, yeah, I'll put it up there as one of, I haven't seen nearly all Johnny Toe movies, but this is without a doubt one of my favorite ones that I do or have seen. It's just, the first time I saw it, I kind of guessed the ending, and I was right. And I wasn't really surprised by the ending. I just knew, yeah, this is gonna be a silly ending, like blah blah blah, and yes, it was. Well, not silly ending, but still. Yeah, I'm not gonna spoil anything if you haven't seen the movie, but it's a great movie. Yunbu in Knockabout from Eureka. The rest of the Blu-rays are from Eureka. So Yunbu, Samahong, and I have seen this one. I had seen this one before. Nope, that's not right. This is the one I hadn't seen before, and I enjoyed this one quite a bit actually. This was a fun time. And again, Yunbu, he doesn't get recognized nearly as much as Jackie Chan and Sammo Hung, which is almost a crime, but he has some great titles. Dreadnought, again Yunbu. This one I had seen before, and much like the first time I saw this, I did not enjoy this one all that much really. Again, I'm OCD. They put out these titles, I gotta have them. This one is, I have seen plenty of people say that this is a good movie and they enjoy this one. I guess this one just isn't for me. About a serial killer mixed into a kung fu movie. Full Alert, great movie about a cop and a bank robber. Not really, no, not alternate artwork. This was a first time watch, and it was a fun watch about how one tries to break in and the cop tries to stop him. A little cop thriller, I guess you could call it. Fun time. Then I picked up Wild Search, Chow Yun-fat. I do like Chow Yun-fat, but I've never been, okay, I gotta get his movies like I have Jet Li, Donnie Yen, and so on. He does have Hard Boiled, The Killer, A Better Tomorrow. I really want those movies. This one, I had not seen this one before. I had heard that it's not a action-packed gun fu movie like Hard Boiled, The Killer, and all those movies are. This is more a romantic action movie, I guess you can call it. But I did actually enjoy this one. Yes, it's not action-packed, but there's still some well worth time to put into that. And I do actually like this simple artwork. So, yeah. If you have been in doubt about watching it, I'll say give it a go. And then the final Blu-ray, The Fate of Lee Khan, the final movie in the In trilogy. And I never knew there was an In trilogy. So there's Come Drink With Us, it's from King Hu, Come Drink With Us, and Dragon Inn, and then The Fate of Lee Khan. I'd say that, well, technically it's not one story, it's 3 separate stories. They just all take place in an inn. But I've really enjoyed these 3 movies. I was really surprised about Come Drink With Us. I really enjoyed that one, or Come Drink With Me. Now I forgot the title, but I do believe it's Come Drink With Me, and then Dragon Inn, which is one of my favorites, like I said, and then my first time view on this one, which is also a good movie. Ooh, one single 4K title in this go around. Spider-Man No Way Home. Bought this day one. I had no doubt about that I had to get this as soon as I could. I wasn't waiting for a sale on this one. Really enjoyed that, or this movie. Spider-Man has always been my favorite superhero, so that was an easy pickup. Again, really good movie, and I do hope that we keep seeing him in the MCU. So this is the Danish edition. So again, no slipcover. So with that, that's my April 2022 collection update. Please do hit the like button. Please subscribe if you want to. And with that, thanks for watching. Until next time, peace out.